Hello everybody, this is Yvette from YvetteLaboy.com, and I'm getting on a little late. Busy day today. But I want to talk about antibiotics and how they're wrecking our gut. So right now, antibiotics are one of the most commonly prescribed drugs in the United States. According to a study published in a 2014 report published by BMC Medicine, broad spectrum antibiotics prescription. Hello, Daryl. Thank you for joining in. Hello, Mark. Thank you for joining in. Hi, Mark. Broad spectrum prescription antibiotics has doubled in from the year 2000 to 2010, and the use of antibiotics is the single most important driver in antibiotic resistance, and I'm sure you folks have heard about this before. So nearly 50%. Hello, Mark. Thank you for joining in. Nearly 50% of antibiotics prescribed for home use is unnecessary. They're just prescribing antibiotics, and we keep taking them, and we're becoming super resistant to them, and that's how superbugs, absolutely, and that's how superbugs are starting to be created now too. I mean, they give it to you for cold, anything. You sneeze and they give you an antibiotic. So they're being commonly prescribed for conditions that aren't even associated with a bacterial infection, like the common cold and the flu, which are caused, thank you for joining in, William, welcome, which are caused by viruses. And on top of that, the animals we eat, if you're a meat eater, unless it's certified organic, are typically given courses of antibiotics as well to prevent disease in their crowded and dirty living conditions, to stimulate the growth. So if you're a person that likes to eat meat, unless, like I said, it's certified organic. Hey, Tia, thank you for joining in. Hi, Tia. It's going to have antibiotics in it as well. Hi, Dawn. Thank you for joining in. So what's the harm in overexposing ourselves to antibiotics, right? Aren't we better off to be safe than sorry? I don't know. Can anybody here answer that question? The answer is no, because taking unnecessary antibiotics can actually do more harm than good. And while antibiotics has saved millions of lives over the years, the excessive use, and overprescribing of these medications are wreaking havoc on our health because of their impact on our gut. It's literally destroying our gut. And I'm going to discuss how antibiotics can disrupt your microbiome and how that disruption affects your overall health. And how can you restore your gut's balance if you have to take antibiotics, because sometimes we have no choice and we have to take them. I just don't agree with the fact that now it's like this trend, and it's been going on for a while. Well, if you sneeze, they give you a damn antibiotic, which is, really ridiculous. So your gut has its own ecosystem. It has its own ecosystem, providing home to about 1 trillion microorganisms, including 400 different species of bacteria. So these microbes in your gut, they play a crucial role in digestion, immunity, metabolism, mental health. 70 to 80% of your immune system is located in the gut, and 90% of your neurotransmitters. Hey, Jody, thank you for joining in. So the chemical messengers that neurotransmitters are the chemical messengers that help regulate mood. They are also produced in the gut. In fact, the gut is often nicknamed the second brain because of how significantly it can affect your mood and mental state. As a matter of fact, there are studies going on right now where they're saying, hey, Mark, thank you for joining in, where they're saying that gut health is also associated with dementia and Alzheimer's. And if you guys want to see those studies, I can put the links to them as well. And I could also put the link to the study that I mentioned before by BMC as well. I'll put a link to that once I'm done with this video. So maintaining proper balance of bacteria and other microorganisms in the gut is crucial, is very crucial, not just to digestion, but to your overall health and well-being. And also, autoimmune diseases have been linked to leaky gut and also having issues with the gut. So, you know, there's a lot here going on. Oh, you're welcome, Tia. Definitely, I'll post that for you. So, how antibiotics mess with your gut? I'm going to explain that. Antibiotics work by blocking vital processes in bacteria that either kill the bacteria or stop them from multiplying. Unfortunately, though... Oh, really? Oh, wow. That's something. That's amazing. So good. It's nice to know that I'm up to date with what they're showing on TV and what they're talking about. I feel this is just very important because I just see a lot of people that are being given antibiotics for no reason whatsoever, and it's just really ridiculous. So thank you for sharing that, Mark. So antibiotics cannot tell the difference between the bad bacteria, and that may be causing a bacterial infection. They can't tell the difference between the bad or the good that belong in your gut. Instead, antibiotics come through like a tsunami, literally, and destroy everything in their path. So when antibiotics kill the bacteria that belong to your gut, it disrupts the delicate ecosystem, creating a state of dysbiosis or bacteria imbalance. So when the number of good bacteria in your gut falls... Yes, I have. Yes, I have, Mark. What I was saying, a state of dysbiosis or bacterial imbalance. Hey, Freddie, thank you for joining in. When the number of good bacteria in your gut fails, it leaves you susceptible to overgrowth and other organisms like yeast, frequent referred to like Candida. You tend to get Candida from that. It's a yeast overgrowth. And we all... Yes, and we all have some sort of yeast in our body, some sort of Candida, but it's bad when it becomes too much. An excessive amount of that can really affect your health. So Candida is the most common strain of yeast, and yeast is an opportunistic. The yeast is very opportunistic, which means that given the chance, it will grow and multiply, especially when it's giving its favorite food source, which is, does anybody out there know? Hey, Sandra, thank you for joining in. Sandra, I saw that you called me. Sorry, I was at the hospital with my sister. I just got in, okay? So I'll call you later on once I'm done with this. So does anybody know? What is the favorite food source of Candida, of yeast? Does anybody know out there? You can put it on here if you want. Anybody? Okay, I'm going to tell you. It's sugar. So when yeast starts to multiply, it can damage the lining of your intestinal walls, leading to leaky gut. Yes, Sandra, sugar. Thank you, sweetie. So it can lead to leaky gut. And this is, a lot of people have this. And like I said, it's been linked to autoimmune diseases. So leaky gut and autoimmune diseases, technically everything that's in your small intestines is still considered to be outside of your body. It's not until the substance passes through the intestinal lining that they become part of your bloodstream. So a healthy small intestine keeps toxins and undigested food material out, while a small intestine that has become leaky. Yeah, absolutely, Sandra. Sugar is like cocaine, and it's very addictive, and it's horrible for your health. It causes inflammation, and it's just really not good at all. But there's sugar in everything. Welcome, Ryan. Thank you for tuning in. So like I was saying, while the small intestine has become leaky, it allows toxins, partially digested food, and other particles to pass through. And this causes a problem. So when foreign substances make it into your bloodstream, your immune system flags them as foreign invaders and attacks them. Over time, this causes your immune system liver and lymphatic system to become overwhelmed and overworked, and can lead to autoimmune diseases. A lot of people who have autoimmune diseases, I know people who have lupus, because I have experience with that, because I had lupus for about 16 years of my life, and I was able to heal my body naturally with foods and traditional Chinese medicine and other therapies as well. And this is why I do the work that I do today. But I did have a leaky gut. So it'll attack it because it view it as a foreign substance, and it's going to attack the system. Yes. So over time, this causes your immune system, liver, lymphatic system to become overwhelmed and overworked. So when the immune system can no longer keep up with this demand, your immune response goes haywire, and it can develop into an autoimmune diseases. A lot of my clients, that's my dog, Rockstar. Calm down, sweetie. He heard somebody in the hallway. Oh, he likes to protect his mommy. What can I say? He's a good boy. Calm down, sweetie pie. Anyway, what I was saying, so when the immune system can no longer keep up with this demand, your immune response goes haywire, and it develops into an autoimmune disease. A lot of my clients that come to me have autoimmune diseases, and I see this in their system. They have leaky gut, and they have... I love dogs too. I'm a dog person. I'm an animal person. And it can cause an autoimmune disease. I know a lot of people who have lupus tend to have leaky gut. So this is why you must first heal your gut. It is the first step towards preventing and reversing disease. So how do we defend our gut while taking antibiotics? So does anybody know? First, we have to heal the gut. That's one of the steps. Well, if you do need to take antibiotics, there are a few simple steps that you should do to protect your gut. And one is there's a species of good yeast that helps fight bad bacteria. And I'm going to post that on here because for the life of me, I cannot pronounce it. I'm going to try to pronounce it. Saccharomyces boulardii. Okay, and I'm gonna write that down there so you guys can see, know what it is, and I'll put some information down there as well once I'm done with this. So it's a species of good yeast that helps fight bad yeast, and it has been shown to help prevent antibiotic-associated diarrhea. And studies have also shown that supplementing with this good yeast while taking antibiotic enhances the antibiotic therapies. So make sure you're taking a high quality probiotic. This is very important because probiotics help restore your gut's population of good bacteria that may be killed by antibiotics. In order to maintain a healthy gut and immune system, while you're taking your antibiotics, I would say double your dose of the probiotics. And while also make sure you're taking your antibiotics 2 hours away from your probiotic so that they aren't killing the colony that is forming the units, what the probiotics is forming. You don't want the antibiotics to kill that. So you want to make sure you take it 2 hours away from each other. Also, the third step that I would say to help heal is to add collagen and L-Glutamine. Yes, Sandra, yes. So the villi of your small intestines, which is where you absorb your nutrients, are made of collagen. So taking collagen will help repair your gut lining and ward off leaky gut. I'm going to turn on this light because it's kind of dark. Ooh, oh my God. Maybe it's better without the light. Oof. Okay, we're good. So like I was saying, take collagen because collagen will repair the gut lining and ward off leaky gut. L-glutamine helps keep the cells collagen and make me young. I'm actually putting together a talk on youthful skin and stuff like that. So I'll let you know when I'm doing that, Sandra. I'm sure it's something you want to jump on. So I was saying, an L-glutamate, it helps repair gut cells and rejuvenate it even faster. So like, try to use both hand in hand while taking antibiotics. Also, how to repair your gut if you have taken antibiotics, and a lot of us have taken antibiotics throughout our lifetime. Like I said, they're kind of crazy with the antibiotics nowadays. So if you've taken antibiotics in the past and have disrupted your gut, what I would recommend is there are things you can do to help protect your gut and keep the bacteria in balance. So in functional medicine, it's called the 4R approach. And I'm going to go over those with you right now. Number one is you want to remove the yeast overgrowth. So antibiotics, as well as diet high in sugar, refined carbohydrates, and alcohol are a key risk factors, okay, for developing yeast overgrowth. So if you think you may have Candida overgrowth, what I would say is Google Candida overgrowth quiz, and there's actually a website where you can take a quiz. You're going to answer these questions, and they're going to tell you whether or not, give you a better idea whether or not you have Candida. Hey Thomas, how are you? Welcome. Almondo, welcome. So to get your yeast population back under control, you'll need to follow a low carbohydrate diet, because you need to starve the yeast and take antifungal supplements to kill them. I have a few things here that I want to share with you. I know oregano, what you can do, a simple way to get rid of Candida. See me? My tongue is nice and clean, pink. A good way to find out, hey, Primo, Jose, how are you? Thank you for joining in, is to look in the mirror. If you have a white coating on your tongue, which I don't see, is pretty much pink. But if you have a thick white coating on your tongue, chances are you have Candida in your system. And a simple way to remedy that, unless you have super really bad case of Candida, then don't do this. I would say go see a doctor. You can get oregano oil, and this is Oregano Essential Oil. It smells really good. And you're going to put it in water, a couple of drops. This is Doterra Oregano Essential Oils. And I'm not a rep of Doterra, because last time I did something and I talked about essential oils, they were up my ass saying that I needed to put my video down because they thought I was a rep. I'm not a rep, okay, folks? But I do buy these. I do buy these oils. I think Doterra is an excellent company for essential oils. Anyway, like I was saying, you're going to take 2 drops of this, put it in water, and drink that. Do it for a few days, maybe 3-4 days. And that should clear up the Candida. Now, this is black walnut and wormwood. I usually do this to do a parasite cleanse, but you can get the same brand as Nature's Answer. They have the oregano oil here as well. And this one is called Oregano Spirits. And it also helps support the immune system, by the way. If you have a cold or you're about to get a cold, drinking water with oregano oil in it is really good, or the Oregano Oil Essential Oil is good. So this is called Oregano Spirits, and this has oregano leaf and flower, and this is really good. You just, drop it in, and you put it in the water and you drink it. It can burn a little bit because it's very powerful. If you have fungus on your nails, you could also use this as well, the oregano oil, and you just brush it on the nails, and it'll get rid of the fungus that's on there. Oregano oil is excellent. It's very good. It's a very good antifungal. So that's one of the things that you can do. Number 2 is restore the good. And what I mean by that, add back the essential ingredients for proper digestion and absorption that may have been depleted. Hey Phil, how are you? Welcome. By your antibiotics. So including digestive enzymes, this is a key component of the step, because they help digest your food properly, and reducing the strain of your digestive system and ensuring that you receive the full nutritional benefit of the food that you eat, because we need to get those nutrients into our body to keep it healthy. Also, if you eat in a state of stress, You will not get all the nutrients from your food. We must eat in a relaxed state. This is why sometimes a lot of people have incorporated prayer before they eat, because it helps relax you, and that helps you absorb more of the nutrients in your body. And we need that, we need that. Also, you want to reintroduce healthy bacteria into your gut. And by that, I mean probiotics. I spoke about this before. They are live bacteria strains that help repopulate the gut and restore bacterial balance. And I recommend taking a highly concentrated multi-strain probiotic to make sure your gut's microbiome has adequate diversity. If you do not have Candida overgrowth, you can add fermented foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha into your diet. And this naturally boosts diversity in your gut and your gut flora. But if you do have yeast overgrowth, I recommend that you don't do the fermented foods. Get rid of the Candida first, then you can do the fermented foods. Because they can feed the yeast as well as the good bacteria, okay? So only do fermented foods if you got rid of the yeast first. If not, then don't do them. Also, prebiotics come in a form of soluble fiber and help promote the growth of beneficial bacteria in the gut. And it provides them with the food source that helps them grow and multiply. So they'll feed on the yeast too. So you'll want to take these after you've treated the yeast overgrowth. Okay, the prebiotics are available in supplement form, or you can take it in a soluble fiber-rich foods like chicory root, dandelion greens, garlic, leeks, onions, and sweet potatoes. So also repair the gut lining. Take L-Glutamine. And L-Glutamine is an amino acid that builds the mucosal lining of the gut. Collagen. Oh, good. Yes. Collagen is a raw form of gelatin. It's rich in glycine and proline, two amino acids that most Americans don't eat enough of. So they're mainly found in bones and organs of animals. So glycine and proline are not only good for your immune system, they help restore and repair the gut lining as well. So you can take collagen in a supplement form, or you can make the bone broth as well. I'm very big on bone broth. Say that fast 10 times, right? It's always best to find one made from grass-fed. If you're gonna do the supplement form of the collagen, I like drinking the bone broth actually. And I have a recipe for bone broth on my website, which is YvetteLaboy.com. You go to the recipe section, and I have a recipe there for chicken bone broth, beef bone broth, and fish stock as well. Okay, so bone broth contains a wide amount of minerals and specific amino acids called glutamine, which can help repair the lining of the gut and restore normal gut function. And I was talking about this before. And you could also get that online. I think is Dr. Axe. He has AXE. He has a line of L-Glutamine and collagen products and stuff. What I would say, if you're going to buy bone broth online and not make it, I would say look at the sodium. You don't want to get something that's high in sodium, especially if you're someone who has lupus and you have an issue with your kidney. Okay, so be careful with the sodium in the bone broth. It's always better to make it yourself at home. Also, the next one, last but not least, I would say you need to support the liver, because antibiotics can really tax the liver as well as the gut. It's also a good idea to take supplemental like herbs to help supplement herbs to help with the liver, to help the liver detoxify. I know dandelion is really good. It helps with the liver. Also, milk thistle is excellent. What other stuff is good? Alpha lipoic acid. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not. But I'm a big fan of milk thistle and the dandelion. Dandelion greens also are very, they're good to detoxify the liver. So you can make a dandelion green salad or tea as well. So anyway, basically, this is all I have to share tonight. I'll be on again tomorrow talking about the super moon, because I always do a monthly moon forecast, and I'll be doing that tomorrow. If you like this video, share it with someone who can learn something from it. Follow me here on Facebook on my thyme. Thyme is good for when you have a cold too, Sandra. It's really good. It's good for lung health. Oh, you're welcome, Tia. You can follow me on Facebook at Yvette LaBoy Coach. Subscribe to my YouTube page, which is Yvette LaBoy. Also on Instagram, I'm Holistic Diva. One Holistic Diva. And on Twitter, I'm Holistic Gal. This is all I have to share with you folks. If you have any questions, please feel free to inbox me. I'm going to put those 2 links underneath this when I'm done with this video. That's all I have to say. I just wanted to show you guys something here. This is my little love rock star. Love him to death. That's my baby. He's actually calmed down now. He was barking before. He's a good boy. Anyway, folks, it was nice chatting with you. I hope you got something out of this. Share it with others. Have a great Saturday. God bless. And I'll see you all. Thank you for being on. Bye.